What if the next global conflict has already begun, not with a single explosion, but with a slow build of tension, decades in the making? Today, the world is watching a dangerous confrontation between three powerful forces: Iran, Israel, and the United States. Missile strikes, drone attacks, cyber warfare, secret operations, and a nuclear program at the center of it all. Some experts believe this conflict could remain contained. Others fear it could ignite a much larger war across the Middle East, a war that could reshape global politics, a war that could reshape energy markets and international security. But how did we get here? Why are these nations in conflict, and what could happen next? To understand, we must go back in history. Because this story did not begin yesterday. It began more than 4 decades ago. Before 1979, Iran and the United States were close allies. Iran was ruled by the Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. His government maintained strong ties with Western countries and supported American influence in the region. But inside Iran, dissatisfaction was growing. Many believed the government had lost touch with traditional identity. In 1979, a revolution erupted. The Shah was overthrown, and a new Islamic government was established. Under Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, this revolution dramatically changed Iran's relationship with the world. The new leadership adopted a strongly anti-Western position. Relations with the United States collapsed. Iranian students stormed the American embassy. 52 American diplomats were taken hostage for 444 days. From that moment forward, distrust became deeply rooted. The geopolitical tension we see today began to take shape. At the same time, relations between Iran and Israel also deteriorated. Before 1979, they had quietly cooperated. But the new government took a different stance. Iran began supporting groups such as Hezbollah to challenge Israel. Israel viewed these as a direct threat. Over time, a hidden conflict emerged, a shadow war, not with tanks and armies, but through intelligence operations, cyber attacks, and covert missions. Scientists were assassinated. Cyber attacks targeted infrastructure. Secret sabotage was reported everywhere. For decades, these tensions simmered, until the issue of nuclear weapons brought the rivalry to a new level. Iran insists its nuclear technology is intended for peaceful purposes: energy, research, and medical development. But many countries remain skeptical. Israel and the U.S. believe Iran could develop nuclear weapons capability. For Israel, this represents a serious security concern. Leaders say they will not allow Iran to obtain these weapons, because if Iran succeeded, it could fundamentally change the balance of power in the Middle East. This fear has shaped Israeli strategy for years, including military planning and operations to stop Iran's progress. The U.S. imposed economic sanctions. Oil exports dropped, currency values fell, economic pressure increased. Military activity intensified: drone attacks, missile interceptions, naval incidents in the Persian Gulf, each riskier. But the situation reached a critical point in 2025. In June, tensions erupted into direct military confrontation. Israel launched strikes against targets connected to Iran's military and nuclear infrastructure. The objective was clear. Iran responded with missile and drone attacks. Air defense systems across Israel activated, interceptions in the sky. For several days, the region stood on the edge of full-scale war, the most dangerous confrontation in modern history. The United States soon became involved. American forces carried out strikes on key Iranian nuclear facilities. The confrontation became known as the 12-Day War. Both sides exchanged strikes, bases were targeted. Military infrastructure was damaged, political alliances were tested, and the risk of future conflict increased. This matters far beyond the Middle East. The region controls the most important energy routes in the world. If a war disrupted these routes, energy prices could rise dramatically. Global markets could be severely affected. Global powers could become involved: Russia, China, European allies. A regional conflict could become an international crisis. One of the biggest fears is escalation. If it spreads, other regional actors could be drawn in, alliances might activate. Behind every conflict are millions of ordinary people. Families trying to live normal lives, children going to school. The hope of many is simple: that diplomacy will succeed where conflict has failed. Millions pray for stability. The future remains uncertain. Diplomatic negotiations continue. Military preparations continue. Both remain cautious. Will negotiations lead to a solution, or will the rivalry intensify again? The answers will shape global security. History often turns on moments like this. Decisions by a few leaders can affect millions of lives. The world is watching. What do you think will happen next? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more deep documentaries.